Spitwads, I've noticed a little bit over the, recent months, I'm not getting the sleep that my body needs, that my body deserves, and I've decided I'm upgrading my mattress, and I am extremely excited because I got a Helix Sleep mattress on the way. And I took a quiz. I went over to Helix Sleep, jumped on the old internet and took a quiz. It took just a couple minutes, and they matched me with a mattress that is for my body type, for my sleep preferences. I'm getting the Helix Midnight Luxe, and I'm getting that cooling cover put on the top because I sleep a little bit warm, and I sleep in a desert where it's hot, so I need all the help I can get. It's just Helix Sleep. He's telling me all the time, you got to upgrade. You got to get the Helix Sleep mattress, so I have finally taken the jump, and I am very, very excited. And you can too. Just go to helixsleep.com/ballers. You take the 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They stand behind their product. They have a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights, risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you're going to. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. So join me on this quest for better sleep. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows just for our listeners at helixsleep.com/ballers. That's helixsleep.com/ballers for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
What happens when 3 buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Nice.
Okay.
Welcome into the Spitballers.
Okay.
Courtesy of Jason Moore.
Bringing you in with a little vocal drumming.
A little ditty I call the scat.
Which drum were you?
I was the
low hat.
I was the top hat.
Oh, the hi-hat?
The hi-hat, there it is.
Oh,
yeah.
that's usually like a
Yeah.
You were more of a blat tat tat though.
Right, which would be more of the snare which would be more of the snare drum, So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
snare and a hi-hat and a
musical-
little kick drum down at one of those.
Okay.
I'm a music man, Mike.
I know.
Very nice. Episode 187.
Uh-oh.
You murdered that scat. Very nice.
I love it.
We are drafting the worst foods to eat in the car. I can't wait for this draft. It's
so ridiculous.
I like drafts that I can visualize. And you got 12 picks today, and I'm going to visualize you eating them in the car, and it's going to be funny.
I will say this. I hope that this draft goes as well as how entertained I was thinking of the food.
I'm telling you.
Because making my list, I was like, I had a blast.
And you could almost do this draft in reverse, or in the inverse of it. Like, there are foods that are really good to eat in the car.
Oh, absolutely.
Churros.
Crunchwrap.
So
Crunch?
Oh, yeah, Taco Bell Crunchwrap that are good to eat in the car.
Well, I know it's delicious in the car, but really?
Oh, it's made to eat
Handheld.
on the move. It's all wrapped in. It comes in a bag where you don't have to take. Oh, just trust me on this one.
Okay.
Crunchwrap Supreme is a good mobile food.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine because Andy's car is covered in cinnamon
churro
and sugar.
dust. Yeah. Have you ever not got something because of how messy it will be in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
certainly.
drafting the worst items
Really?
today.
Yeah, there's I don't want to eat big taco Supremes on the drive.
Okay. I mean, you
Sour-
have the first pick, so.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll get into it.
See.
We have Would You Rather and Is This Real Life on the show today. You can check us out, spitballerspod.com, support the show. You can also tell your friends. Mike, you were smirking.
I'm. Look,
Are you thinking about the draft?
Is life real? We'll find out.
Oh, so you like the story you're sharing with us? You cannot control your smile right now. I can't wait. That's going to be fun. But let's start here.
Would you rather?
All right, Smalls from Patreon. Would you rather have to pay $50 every time you brush your teeth
Okay.
or never brush your teeth again and receive $200,000 a year? If you choose the first option, how often do you think you would choose to pay up for a brushing? I love this question because you would be doing some economic decision-making with your teeth.
we got some. We got to set some ground rules here.
Yeah.
Mouthwash is out.
Gum?
That's where I was going to say.
Yeah, but-
what is the line?
What do you mean?
Well, because the question here is
So you
like,
can't clean your teeth in any way, shape, or form.
well,
You
but
gotta-
gum doesn't clean your teeth. Gum
Oh,
just
gum.
gives you fresh
At least
breath.
the one out of 5 dentists agrees.
Gum doesn't matter. You don't
can
have to
chew
bring
gum.
up gum. You can chew gum. You can not chew gum.
Okay, so I can have fresh breath with nasty, rotting teeth.
Correct.
Okay.
And pain from the cavities and plaque everywhere that isn't cleaned up by your Trident and those sales pitches.
What if we found out all you had to do was chew gum?
Oh, and it's big.
What
big
if
dentists?
what if big dentists
Mhm.
they had such a grip on your dental health that it turns out you really only have
It's big bristles.
big. Okay.
Courtesy of Al Borman
Sure.
with that one.
What if it turned out? Because we've had the articles come out that big floss was.
What, flossing's bad?
It's just it doesn't do what they say it does.
Really? I have not
yeah.
read such articles.
Yes.
How are you supposed to know whether anything does what it says it does anymore, huh?
Is
How are you
this-
supposed to figure this
this
out,
real
Mike?
life?
Is this real? I know this. I think I've said it on this show. Maybe it was somewhere else. I know for a fact that dentists have conferences with people that are trained to train dentists on how to get you into plans. It's not like your teeth are writing letters to your body saying, every 6 months on the dot, you must clean me. This has been designed for us, right? And maybe the answer is really every 3 months. Probably not, otherwise we'd be doing it. Maybe it's every 9 months. Maybe it's every 2 years you get a cleaning. Mike, I don't think you've ever been to a dentist.
I was gonna say, what if you're riding the lightning over here, and you are a 1-time-a-day brusher, which
You're a morning or you're a night.
Yes, I'm a morning brusher. I do not subscribe to Big Floss, but I do have one of those the fancy
Flossing
the water pick.
Which
Yeah.
you turned me onto that as well.
Like because after you do it, look, my teeth feel great. I mean, like my mouth feels very fresh in the morning after I hit it with the water and the brushing. But
You've been riding dirty with the old dentist strips.
I haven't been to a dentist in probably 20 years.
So
And I'm sure, like, I feel it.
There
I
are-
know there's cavities in here. Don't get me wrong. I know they're there.
there are two ways that you can
I thought you were. I really,
Like he's gonna
really
double
thought
down on
you
feeling
were just,
great?
You were just fine, and you're doing okay, and that dentistry's a racket.
No, for the most part.
It's a disaster.
But definitely in the last few years, like every once in a while, a bite will come down. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I lost a tooth
There's,
there.
there's something going on there I should probably have checked out in like the next 20 or so years.
So there are two ways to play it at this point for
Right.
you, Mike. There is the can I make it till death? Because that's one way. The other way is
I've seen dead skeletons. They got teeth.
right. That's
They're doing just fine.
wonderful research.
Not
the,
in the life department, but in the teeth department.
the other way is you ride this out, but then you end up in a dentist when you're 60, and they're doing so much work. You're doing implants. You're getting them all
That's
yanked.
just dentures. At that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You're gonna ride it until you're like, take my mouth out, give me a new mouth.
You know how great my teeth will look then?
Pretty perfect.
That's right.
I mean, I can tell you, like, I know people that have had to have so much dental work, and it.
Bad genetics.
I see. I said that too. It could be.
So
But there was an actual question about. So essentially,
$50.
You have to pay to brush your teeth, or never brush your teeth, but you get $200,000.
When I skip a brush, like a brushing,
Right.
because I'm mostly a once-a-day person too. I do it at night, and I know everyone's saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
all do it twice a day." We're gross.
Oh,
I
no,
get it.
No, they don't.
I do it once, at
Yes.
night, and if I fall asleep on the couch and I forgot, and I do that, I will notice.
That's
The
a
gum-
danger of the night brush.
The gums will. Oh, you're right. You're right. It is.
See, I don't sleep through my
I should
brushing.
probably do it twice a day. But the gums will notice, right?
Right.
And so I'm just thinking of that in the context of this $50 fee. Like that's a lot of money.
I can't. That's a lot of money. I can't leave. See, I'm more of a morning brusher. I cannot fathom leaving the house without brushing my teeth. That like just is not possible. But if I do that every day, if I say, oh, you know, I'm leaving and I have to brush my teeth, and I don't do it at night, that's $18,250 a year to pay to brush my teeth in the morning every single day. That is a lot.
And it's more if you're the double brusher. If you wanted to pay for morning and night, obviously.
Alternatively, I have $200,000
Right.
to cover my how much is my dental expenses? 10 grand a year max?
I don't know.
You mean if you don't brush?
Yeah.
It's going to be more
It's
than
going to be
that.
more.
Okay, $50,000 every year just on my mouth.
Yeah, but
I'm netting $150,000.
If money's all that matters, sure, but you're a wreck. I mean, you got teeth missing. You got work that needs to be done. I know you joke about dentures. You don't want denture life. Denture life is not a good life.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. It's like a toupee.
Right.
And so you can go pay for implants,
But
that's a lot of pain, and you don't even like needles.
super buff jaw.
Super
Because you're going to be hitting that gum hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
you're going to
true.
have like
I will have gum
you'll
at
be
all
able
times.
to flex your jaw muscles.
Do you think Pete Carroll, head coach of the Seattle Seahawks,
Yes.
he does not brush his teeth? That's why he's always chewing gum?
That's an interesting question.
And at his age, he's got to have dentures
If
by
people
now.
are chronic gum chewers, is it because they don't want to brush?
I mean, I have never. This is opening my eyes. Al Borland said, "I feel like night brushers are worried about their teeth health. Morning brushers are worried about breath," and that might be true because I can count on one hand how many times I've had gum because of the breath. Is that why people chew gum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just to
I
have
don't-
better breath? You've
I
been
don't-
that paranoid about your breath?
I have not chewed a piece of gum
this
for
is a
a
man-
reason other than my breath since juicy fruit in the 8th grade. Like, those are delicious. I used to chew gum
That
for...
was a 7 seconds of
Oh,
just
yeah.
So when
so
someone
incredible.
says, "Would you like a piece of gum?" They offer you a piece of gum.
That means
you
your breath
think,
stinks.
oh, they think you're
No, when
Oh, yeah,
someone
yeah, yeah.
offers you a
Yes.
piece of gum, that means your breath stinks.
Yes, 100%.
false. I'm just saying, like, if they're getting a piece of gum out for themselves, that's when they sometimes offer it.
But that's the move.
Right, that is the
That's
move.
the move. You don't pull out a packet of gum
Say, you want a piece of gum?
just because your friend has stinky breath. You have to inception.
Oh, 100%.
You have to get the idea is in their mind. Oh, of course I wanted a piece of gum because you're chewing it and it looks delicious.
Oh, you want one too? You want one too, bud? I had this out for me, but you want one? No, you don't. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I got it right here. It's like in my hand already. I'm chewing it.
This is nuts. That's like 5 cents of
Oh,
gum.
so delicious. This gum's so good.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Chomp. Here, just take one. Just take one anyways.
if you don't brush at night, that means your breath really stinks in the morning.
Correct.
Because, I mean, people who brush at night, their breath stinks in the morning.
Correct.
So you're cooking up
Right.
I think
you've
what
got a mold. You
but-
might have mold in your mouth in the
But
morning.
you made the point. You brush at night, you wake up, you got nasty morning breath.
yeah,
and
but then
at-
I eat, and I'm fine.
But at what point is nasty morning breath from brush? You brush at night, you have nasty morning breath. Compare that against I didn't brush, so I have nasty morning breath. Like, what is the difference? It's
Nothing.
just it's unpleasant. It's
I'm
terrible.
just thinking you've probably – I don't want to smell it.
I
That's
think
all.
what we're learning here is we should brush our teeth twice a day.
For $100 a day.
Don't buy into big dentistry, man.
No, look,
They're
I
after
expected
you.
a tooth to fall out while you said it.
the actual question, there is a no-brainer answer here. I'm taking the $200,000, and I will pay for the dental bills. I'm not paying $20,000 to $40,000 a year to brush my teeth. I will receive $200,000.
What's your price? $10 a brush?
Sure.
$10?
Well, $10 a brush.
Every
I
other
don't
day.
know.
Would you
Yeah.
go every other day then?
No.
What's your price for every day, and how much would you space the 50? Let's say you're locked into 50 times every brush. That's just it. This has now become a situation room. You have to pay 50 times every time you brush. How often do you brush?
I'm skipping weekends.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know?
Because you're just home.
You're
Yeah, I'm just
skipping-
home. I'm,
so you're $250 a week.
yeah,
One brush a day.
That's right. That's
You got to pay an extra $10 for toothpaste.
Oh man, this Big Bristles a racket out there.
Mike, do you have an official answer?
200,000 is a lot. That's a lot of quiche. That's a lot of money. I'll take the money.
Okay, and then just deal with the ramifications.
And what
Well,
was your
to be fair, other people have to deal with my ramifications.
What was your answer?
You will look bad, to be clear.
No, I will smell bad.
No, you will look bad too.
Maybe.
You don't brush your teeth. That's disgusting.
100% locked in whitening gum every day.
Mhm.
That's a loophole.
Yeah.
We
You're gonna have-
established the rules.
That's why I
You're
said-
going to be grossy McGross pants with plaque all over your teeth. Your gum.
Oh, I'm covered in plaque right now.
How much do you drink coffee every day?
I do.
Yeah. You don't brush your teeth. You know how yellow your teeth are going to be? You will have yellow
You'll
teeth.
start. You just drink your coffee through a straw.
That's right. That's right. No teeth. No teeth
That's
touching.
right.
No teeth touching
What
with the coffee.
was your answer? I didn't.
I don't care.
Okay, then take the money. All right.
Jordan from the website, would you rather have the Avengers defend you or against the Justice League, or the Justice League defend you against the Avengers?
I mean,
Okay.
Dumb question.
super dope.
Well, hold on. Name every member of the Justice League for me.
Every member of the Justice League. You got Superman. You got Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You got Green Lantern.
Aquaman.
You got Aquaman. You got
And
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
And that's okay. That's the.
And
that's
they're all,
the-
I think
to be
there's-
clear, they're all super depressed.
I think there are actually more
That's
in the official.
That's the core.
That's the
Is
core.
Robin a part?
No.
Get out of
No,
here,
Robin would never be let in the Justice
Yeah, it's
League.
like this one. This group's for the grown-ups here. Robin.
Okay, and
yeah,
then
the Avengers.
okay, well, hold on. No, so then the Avengers. Are we going? It's the movie Avengers, like the core group.
Sure. So we got Thor. We got Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
We got Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk.
Captain America.
Why are
Captain
we telling
America.
people who the Avengers are?
But no, because we got to lay
It's
the.
the,
you
it's the
gotta lay-
biggest movie of all time. If you don't know this, this ain't an interesting question if you're just learning.
People like to hear about the Avengers. Number one. Yeah, I just want to know because I want it completely laid out. Because first of all, now we have 6 on 5.
Right. 6 Avengers. Although 2 of them are just people.
That's okay. Great, because that's where I was going with my next question.
Wait, is that Hawkeye?
Hawkeye and Black Widow.
No. I got another question for you.
Okay.
Because this was a good friend of ours in the football business. I saw him, getting some clicks because he put out some bait on Twitter talking about what is and what is not a superhero. Is Batman actually a superhero?
Of course.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he fights crime
That's all it takes to be a superhero.
in a suit.
That's all it takes to be a vigilante. I think to be a superhero, in the words of Ariel, he's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. And
So that's all. It just takes
I went
machines.
from respecting your answer to not so quickly.
Perfection.
But the point is here is like, okay, then Iron Man is not a superhero.
That would be the follow-up. Is Iron Man actually a superhero?
I stand by my reason. You fight crime, you fight for justice, and you wear a suit. That is all you have to be able to, and you have to succeed at it.
So you don't need a superpower
No,
to be a superhero.
no, you do not. No, you do not.
I agree.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So your definition of superhero is you fight crime, but just in a
Alter
in a
ego.
cool suit.
Alter ego. You do have to have an identity.
So
as
secret
a
identity.
Not secret. Just an identity that isn't yours.
Right.
Aquaman
it can't-
Aquaman does not have.
No, but they don't say Steve from the ocean. It's Aquaman. So he's got a separate identity.
So you have like a cool name.
You have to have a name, a suit, and fight
A
crime.
superhero name. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The answer to the question is the Avengers. You want the Avengers defending
Oh no,
you.
Bruce is here.
you want the Avengers defending you. And
Bruce man.
Bruce man. Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it. You want the Avengers defending you because you're on the side of fun. You're on the side of good. You're on the side of joy. They've got jokes.
Higher grossing films.
Higher grossing films. Better cinematic universe.
I hate that
You're
you
go- you
teased
might-
this out and it was totally worth it.
You might lose because Superman
That's where
Superman wins. Like, you're going to die. But I want to be on the
But you have Thor, though.
I want to die on the side that is right than live on the side that is wrong.
Thor can compete with Superman.
No.
Just on the basis of being from another planet.
No.
And wait a minute. I'm not even sure. They've got the Green Lantern too, right? Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
What does he do?
Anything
Someone
he wants.
explain to me the Green Lantern.
Anything he
You
wants.
wear the
Because
ring.
the name's kind of lame.
You wear the ring, and you are part of the Lanterns, which I believe is a like an intergalactic policing type of a situation. And
Okay, so people are into this. Got it.
and your superpower as a Lantern, or at least the green ones, because there are other colors of the Lantern. The Green Lantern is whatever you imagine you can create with the power of the ring. So you're like, I would like a machine gun right now. Boom, you
so
now
he's
have a
kind
machine gun.
He's basically one of the superheroes with the hacks.
Right.
So he can do
yes.
whatever.
He
like,
can do
like if
anything.
you're a time travel, like there's superheroes that
I
can
don't
just,
think he can time travel.
like remember the show Heroes? There was a guy that could just always move time, and you were like,
Yeah, but because that was his superpower. Green
Correct.
Lantern's superpower is not time travel.
no,
It's-
but
it's-
I'm saying it's a cheat code.
Yeah, Andy's point is it's just a game breaker. If you can travel in time, like you can just solve every problem.
which is why. So you have Superman and you have the Flash, which I will die on that hill that the Flash
Is the same thing as time
is,
travel?
is more powerful than Superman.
You will die on the hill.
Yes, I will. That's super speed.
No, that's dumb.
Super speed.
Well,
circumvents
Superman has super
everything.
speed.
That's why it's dumb.
But he's not faster than the Flash.
He doesn't need to be faster. He can go back in time.
There is
Is that the rotation of the Earth theory?
that. I don't know that that's canon.
All right, so this is the nerdiest, the deepest we've ever gotten on any topic, and I love it. I could do this for hours, and I think we should come out with another podcast because this is great. But for everyone not tuning in to the comic booklers, my final answer is I will die with the Avengers.
I will too.
The Justice League would win a fight,
Yeah, of course.
and it hurts me to say that because the Avengers are way cooler.
Yeah,
Do you know how boring your life's going to be living with those DC?
At least they'll be alive.
They'll just be narrating your life in slow motion.
Darkness.
All right. Yeah. Stop talking that way, Bruce.
Stop talking like what?
I'm going to call you Bruce, man.
Bruce, man. All right. Grizzly Adams from Twitter. Would you rather be a samurai, a knight, or a Viking?
Ooh.
So fundamentally, my first thought here is that one seems more heroic to me than the others.
Yeah, the knight.
The knight.
Really?
Now the samurai comes in number 2.
I think the samurai, that's pretty heroic.
That's more noble. Well, no, not more
No,
noble.
not more noble than a knight, because samurais.
Knights are noble. Knights are heroes. Knights
Yes.
are defenders. Samurais
So are
are
samurai.
Samurais are noble. Samurais are defenders. They're very
And-
similar.
And a samurai, I believe, can actually fight, where a knight can just be covered in gigantic armor. And
A
they're
knight
like,
would beat a samurai, I think.
No, samurai would win for sure.
Listen,
No,
it's
no armor.
really going to depend on the individual. There are knights that would lose to a samurai, and there
That's
are
fair.
knights that would beat a samurai. The armor is
Could a Viking win in this situation just due to ferocity and
It's-
alcohol consumption?
It is possible. It is definitely possible. Though the Vikings,
the Vikings are the opposite of a knight. No, no armor, no honor. They are just going to Valhalla.
they kind of took what they wanted.
And but
even
they-
though knights, I guess, kind of did that too.
They want to die.
Vikings?
Yeah.
No, I think they
I mean,
want to
they're
live.
okay with it.
I think a knight and a
There's a
samurai are
nobility
as well.
to that. Yeah, no, I agree.
They're like on the
You
field
said a
of
knight
battle.
is as well?
As what?
The honor and death for all three, you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is the one
At least
thing they all
like-
have in common,
like-
other than propensity to kill.
Like in their individualized group, like to die on the field of battle would be an honor. That is a noble death.
Now, this question is not who would win in a fight or what is better.
It's
This
what you'd
question
rather
is,
be.
what would we rather be? So,
Okay.
like, you could still be like, hey, I'm going to be a Viking.
I'm a
That's-
knight.
Oh, yeah, that makes it. Are you a paladin?
I want to be I want to be horseback. and I want to be, a defender. That's as close. The knight is the superhero of the Middle Ages. That's as close as you get.
In Europe, I mean, I feel like a samurai would be like
That's
very
fine.
similar over in Asia.
Yeah, but what do they ride?
I was going to ask, did samurais act? Do they have horses?
I believe they had dragons. That's from the movies I've seen.
Especially the one with Matt Damon.
What was he doing?
My go-to source for Asian history is Matt Damon.
No, sometimes it's Tom Cruise. Don't forget Tom Cruise.
What are we doing?
We got problems. But seriously, do they ride anything? Because that could change the equation.
They ride the wind. No, I don't think they do.
I don't know.
No,
I honestly
do they
don't
ride?
know.
We
I
can
feel
figure
like
this
the-
out.
I
Do
feel like
samurai ride horse?
I feel like there's horses
Why
involved.
are you not pluralizing them?
It's
You said do samurai ride horse.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I didn't even understand what you were criticizing me of until I said it in my head again. Do samurai ride horse?
Wait, are samurai plural samurai?
I think
samurais.
yeah.
I would put the S on.
That's
Okay,
'cause he
another
might-
question.
he
What
might-
is what is the plural?
It's
It,
in
it might
fact
be the
Samarone.
samurai
Oh, it could be.
ride horse.
No, so I was right because
could have been.
I was talking about one.
Okay.
Do samurai? I don't know what's
Well,
going
if
on,
you're
but it
talking
is
about
the
one,
plural. The plural is
There's no
samurai.
S? Okay.
The samurai. yeah.
Okay. We got somewhere.
All
We've
right.
got
well,
one piece of
I'm
information.
gonna lock in knight.
Horses were their special weapons. Speaking of samurai, so they both have horses. I'm
I'll
locking
take-
in a Viking.
There's
Okay.
there's a lot
Are
of
we gonna be all three different in
there's
this
a
one?
lot of boat riding when you're a Viking.
That's
A lot of
fine.
rowing. Lot of rowing.
Yeah,
He should be high.
there's a
enough
lot
on
of partying and doing. Look, I
Viking
think,
things.
Yeah, there's other things that
doing
are
Viking
great.
things. I've watched. I just finished watching
Lost Kingdom.
like about a year ago, Vikings, which was a great show, and the Lost Kingdom, which deals with Vikings. So like, I'm more in that world right now, and I don't want to have all the rules of knighthood.
There samurai, I believe.
Oh,
they-
and same there.
incredible
Yeah,
rules because you serve the emperor.
Now the
I believe.
Vikings, unfortunately, only have a square table, no round table.
that is true. They have not mastered carpentry
No.
quite the same.
Mike, do you have one that is romanticized more for you here? Now-
They're all cool. Definitely, they're all cool. I think I would go with the samurai though.
If the Vikings were from How to Train a Dragon, that's the one I would go with. But
Oh
unfortunately,
yeah, because I want to ride a dragon.
Yeah.
That's why you went samurai. Well,
Ow.
one of these guys can a knight ride a dragon? Because it seems like only Viking and samurai have that option.
yeah, that's a great question. We have all chosen a different one, Al. So you need to weigh in.
I'm going knight.
Okay, Brooksy.
Going samurai.
Okay,
See?
so
Brooks
we got
knows.
one Viking to rule them all.
Yes. Give
You
me mead.
you won't be alive long, but you'll have a great life.
That's exactly right. 100%. I will.
No, I wasn't talking about this situation.
Oh,
I
no, I know. Just me. I won't be alive much longer, but my life is pretty fantastic.
Do we have time for one more of these?
We sure do.
Okay, Darren from the website. Would you rather be able to grow a full head of hair but not be able to grow any facial hair, or be able to grow facial hair and be bald?
So I have a problem on my neck.
And you on your neck?
Well,
Is it
It
the
is
tumor?
my neck. On the neck area is my neck, and
Okay.
the more look, this is a problem. The more men,
It's a family thing.
yeah, it really is. We don't.
So
have,
Ron has this problem?
Ron has this problem. I
Does
don't know
he
if
know?
he knows it. No, I don't know. He listens, so hey, pops,
We got a problem.
we got a problem in our family tree. I kind of see it in even in my young sons. It's not like
Uh-oh.
like I'm overweight, right?
What?
And so thank you for your shock. So I've got some extra neck. My chin, my jawline, and like the chin is
They call
not.
that bonus neck.
Yeah, I've got bonus neck. And the problem is, even when I was thin,
You still had
I
bonus
still
neck?
had bonus neck. I like
Really?
a little. It's just not the most flattering area. So the beard helps a ton here.
But you didn't know. I've known you for a long time. You didn't always have a beard.
No, but I did
Grizzly
always
Adams
have.
had a beard.
I didn't always have a beard, but I didn't have a really great jawline. Even when I was in great shape, I had kind of that little jowl that I.
They call that Ron's jowl, right?
Ron's jowl. So I have to shave my head here, have a nice beard, and really the truth is that's what I'm going to be in a couple of years. So this question is just, would you like to do that now? And I would say sure.
I can't imagine. I mean, I think I'd be okay without the facial hair and keep the head of hair upstairs because that's normal or more normal.
Wait, which is normal?
To have a head of hair and then you don't have facial hair.
I feel like the
A lot of people don't have. I mean, a lot of men shave their face,
yeah. But I think as you get older,
not on accident, like on purpose.
as you get older, it would be more common to have at least some facial hair while lacking a head of hair. And obviously, you wouldn't be like cue ball bald.
More common, but can you imagine how impressive it'll be when I'm 83 and I've got like a thick head of hair?
Yeah, it does say you get a full head of hair in exchange for not being able to grow facial
Although
hair.
that would be really weird after a certain point, though, right? Because no one's going to believe it's real.
Right, like
If
a
I'm like
90-year-old
93
with
years
a-
old and I've got a
just
John
a mane.
Stamos mane,
Yeah, then you're wearing a wig.
right? And they'll be
Even
like,
if
no,
you're
pull
not.
on it. Yeah, they'll think you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just already prepared for no hair up top, so.
Okay, Mike. Final answer for you. You've been bearded as long as I know you.
I would keep the facial hair. If it really came down to it,
You go bald?
I got to make How
How close have you been? Like, have you got?
I've been shaved head many
you have
times.
been shaved head.
Yeah.
So you know what shape is underneath there.
Yeah, the head, the shape of my head is okay.
It's all right?
It's definitely passable. I can be a shaved head guy. Face with no beard, not as much. I don't have bonus neck.
Right.
I have, but
But you don't have a strong.
but I don't
feel
have
like you got
yeah,
the strong
but
enough chin.
The chin is very small,
Okay.
and then I'd have to look into the chin implants and all.
Wait, is
that.
there a
Ooh.
chin implant?
Oh yeah, brother.
Dude, maybe I'll shave. Because I think that would help my bonus neck.
They also can de-neck.
What? Wait, for real?
They can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You can de-neck?
It's
Oh,
only
yeah.
50-50 how it works out.
Okay,
But
someone
you
give
can
me the
begin the procedure.
That's fine. Someone give me the name of this procedure because I'm sure it's not called de-neck.
No, there might.
If I can get the medical term, I will take a couple weeks off and I'll be back. Post
it's
surgery.
it's actually a
Jason's out.
jowloscopy.
A jowloscopy. All right.
All right, we are moving on. Spitwads, did you know that browsing online using incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy?
What?
That's right, Mike. Without added security, you might as well be just giving all your private data to hackers, advertisers, your ISP, prying eyes. Just hand it over, Mike. Hand it all over.
Crap.
That's why we use IPVanish, their VPN, to make it easy to stay truly private and secure on the internet. You can safely browse the internet by trusting IPVanish to encrypt 100% of your data. Your private details, they're yours, Mike. Your passwords, yours. Your communications, also yours. Browsing history, that's mine. Nope, just kidding, it's yours. Trust IPVanish to protect you, and they've got an incredible offer, 70% off their yearly plan for our listeners with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's like 9 months for free. So go to ipvanish.com/ballers and use the promotional code BALLERS and claim your 70% savings. That's ipvanish.com/ballers.
Is this real life?
All right, I will share my story with you first.
Please do.
We are each reflecting on the modern times. Mike's smile, I want that to kind of be the punctuation mark of this segment. I want to find that out. But my story is just kind of ridiculous. It happened out here in Arizona. And here's the headline.
Oh,
New
gosh.
York City man
Okay.
rescued twice in 2 days on Arizona hikes.
Oh, no.
So
What?
a New York City man needed to be rescued twice on consecutive days while hiking in a northern Arizona mountain range.
Those big city fellas.
And now he's urging other people to pay more attention to the weather this winter.
Oh my!
After the second time.
After the second time.
Wait, this winter? He got stuck in the winter in Arizona?
He went. The thought process to me of being helicoptered off a mountain, rescued by actual, professionals, only to return to said mountain next day
I got this.
to do it again,
You got to conquer it.
to then need to call 911
Oh,
again.
my gosh.
How bad was he feeling the
Oh,
decision on day 2 to be like,
Did he bring
oh,
a disguise?
He's got the Groucho Marx
I'm a
glasses.
totally different hiker.
he's just grabbing the mud and rubbing it on his face to hide. Oh, man.
Or he's just taking a rock and bashing his leg.
I mean,
He's like, no, it's totally a broken leg this time.
now, from what I understand on this story, if I want to try to paint it in the right picture for him, I think what he did is he went out the next day and started earlier than the day before when he got stranded.
Okay.
But he just miscalculated again,
Wow.
which I think they charge you for those rescues.
I believe so.
Fool me once.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's an expensive hike.
So now one of the people that helped him, they did say, I really respect Phil's perseverance. I hope he's able to make it to the top someday.
Well, maybe he did on day 3, right? We didn't.
yeah, so-
we didn't hear if he called again.
Unfortunately, he did expire on day 3.
All right.
Oh, no.
So that's my real life story.
My article is perfect for today's episode 187.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
no.
it's an article in Comeuppance. Rooster with knife kills owner during banned cockfight. This is
What?
cockfighting is illegal
Right.
because that's awful to make these
Make the roosters fight each other.
fight each other to the death. But in these underground rings, they still do it.
With
Except
knives?
apparently they've taken it to the next level, and they have given
Oh, I'm
roosters
grossed out.
knives.
Wing? Do they go wing or foot?
I have to believe it would be wing.
No,
No, like it's easier to tape it onto the foot?
That's what, because the roosters fight with their feet and their talons.
do they really?
I
Yes.
thought they didn't. Really?
Yeah, getting
They don't
slapped.
peck each other?
Getting slapped with a feather
Oh,
is not going to
man.
do very much.
Okay, so looking at the article, it was indeed tied to the leg.
Yes.
I thought it
because
would be
that's how
the
they
wing.
fight.
So they. There's so many layers here.
I thought it would be the wing because they're flapping and slashing, but but apparently I am wrong.
So they. But then he killed the owner?
He killed the owner.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Was
but
the owner thinking this can't be happening at the very end?
I have to believe that this man did not want to have that rooster kill him. But yeah, unfortunately, got a groin slash.
so
Oh.
it cut an artery.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, moral of the story is, if you're gonna have a rooster fight, don't give it a knife because they become far more dangerous.
Okay.
oh, man.
Well, that's ridiculous. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Mike?
I have the turkey neck.
Right.
Maybe that's where they should attach the knife. What is that? The
Uh,
giblet.
Is that
Yeah,
what we
I think
came
that's
up with?
what
Not
it
at
is.
all.
No?
No.
Oh,
We had discovered that at one point, and I've
Yeah.
forgotten. It was a funny word.
pretty sure it's
All right. So my article, Andy, I'm sure you've been hit with this one quite a few times on the Twitter sphere as well.
It's a snood, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it was?
I'm seeing the waddle.
There's a waddle and a snood.
What's-
They're near each other.
Hmm.
I'm not sure which is which.
So
All right.
anyways, on
Yes, Mike.
Twitter, people have been tagging me in this article, making sure that I was aware of what's going on. And I saw that you were also tagged because the East Coast
Oh, yeah.
of the United States of
Yes.
America, there's a problem.
There is.
There is a problem.
You feel better about living in Arizona now?
A little bit, because there is I believe it is a juro problem, because there
Not
is
a churro problem,
no,
Jason.
it's definitely not a churro problem, but they're large and eye-catching, bright yellow, blue, and red, about the size of a human adult's palm.
And there's millions of them, right?
And I'm talking about the East Coast could soon be invaded by parachuting spiders.
I didn't know the parachuting part.
Yes, because they can, in fact, they form parachutes from their webs. They could travel up to 50 to 100 miles away with the with the wind.
And they just land on you.
Well, they could land. No, they say they're not harmful.
If you guys knew what is happening to my body right now, if you could feel what I am feeling.
I will tell you, Mike, the other day Jason told me that for the first time in years, he actually had a nightmare.
Oh, no.
Where he woke up and couldn't get back to sleep because he was so afraid.
Was it about the spiders?
And it was about spiders.
It was just thousands of tarantulas climbing out of these holes everywhere, and I could not get back to sleep.
Well, you should be comforted. These are parachutes.
Oh,
yeah, they parachute, and they do have a 77% higher heart rate, which means that when they're exposed to like low temperatures, they're not as likely to die. So if you're hoping,
they're immortal.
If you're hoping that the cold is going to take them out, but
I'm feeling weird, but I'm not you, Jason.
But the scientists have said that they're not dangerous.
yes, they are. Yes, they. You stupid scientists. You don't know how spiders work.
Well, they've said that they're like
They can't. These are the ones that actually can't bite you because their
Look,
jaws
daddy
are
long
too.
legs.
No, that's legit.
Oh, is it?
They legit have too small of
That
fangs.
doesn't matter. They're palm-sized. They're palm-sized spiders. Do you know a much more dangerous situation in America is heart conditions. Heart attacks kill so many people, and these spiders are going to just
Cause heart attacks?
wreck the East Coast. I pray they
Well,
stay on
just
the
listen
East.
to Nancy Hinkle, who says it's wonderful. This is exciting. Spiders are our friends because they'll be catching.
What do you think
all
of
the-
Nancy?
They'll be
Oh,
catching all the
Nancy's
pests.
going to get it. Look, the spiders are coming for Nancy right now. They are going to send a message. I mean, that's one of those things you just don't say out loud because you know that you're gonna get yours, Nancy.
You would have a problem with my wife because she has prohibited certain killing of spiders due to her affections for them.
Is it because they take out the other
They
bugs?
They just do it. They're just doing what they do, Mike. They're just part of nature. They just live, and they're just trying to do their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, when I smash one, I'm doing my part of nature as well.
Protecting your children
Yeah.
from evil.
If I had a magic lamp,
Who
with a
needs 8
genie,
legs? Come on.
I think I genuinely think I would spend one of my wishes on removing all spiders from the face of the
Oh
earth.
man, you'd have so many flies.
I don't care what it would do to the
You-
ecosystem or the circle of life or the environment. Whatever repercussions happen, I am happy to have them if spiders are gone.
If you had to, the local wizard comes along and says, for the rest of your life, you have to have an animal in your backyard, and you had to choose between 10 tarantulas or 10 tigers. Which would
tigers, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's not even a close – that's not even in consideration.
one tarantula or 10 tigers?
10 tigers. 10 tigers for
I like
sure.
I like that he has
You could hunt the one tarantula.
he has
Oh, no, I couldn't. Oh, I promise that cannot happen. I could never.
You could put on your night gear.
I would die on my way to
I
it.
think he has a bigger phobia of tarantulas than spiders. Like,
Yes, yes,
From
yes.
0 to spiders, he goes the double amount from spiders to tarantulas.
I like that we're talking about magical things that could come in. It's like, hey, you get a wish, and instead of, oh, I wish I weren't afraid of spiders and tarantulas,
It's
it
kill
is in
them
fact,
all.
no, I would like to remove them from the earth.
I believe I've been given this fear for a reason, and it is to take them out. I will follow my heart, Mike. Thank you, and I will be a hero to me and my kind of arachnophobics.
That story has been out there, and it is shocking, and I would not be looking forward to it.
The webs are very big.
I was shocked at the scale of everything.
This is not going to happen for real, right? I know that I've seen the
Yeah.
article
They
headlines.
say
No.
Florida is really where they're starting. Are you going there soon?
Yeah, when is this supposed to happen? Genuinely, does it say in the article? This is educational.
They crossed the Atlantic in the sky.
Well, they've been
Where did
here-
they come from? Where did these monsters?
Japan. They are native to
How?
Japan. They arrived in the United States around 2013, likely riding on a shipping container.
A
And
cruise shipping container.
And it takes a while for the foreign animal to start replicate or
Yeah.
no, spawning and all that stuff, and eventually take over.
They needed enough human hosts to begin replicating.
Oh my gosh, I am done, man. I am absolutely done. That is the worst, most horrific article, and the fact that it's real life is.
I may or may not have just made sure that Brooks knew operating the cameras. Don't just do my own shot when I'm reading my article.
If you thought COVID was fun, wait for these spiders. All right, it's time to draft.
Spitwads, listen to the new Audible original, Summer in Argyle, created and written by Nate Odenkirk and his father, Emmy Award winner Bob Odenkirk. Just pop in those earbuds and visit the town of Argyle, Ohio. It's a place that celebrates the spirit of close enough and enjoys both an annual hot dog eating contest and an annual murder. Hear about Argyle's darkest secret, the mysterious death of a magnificent bowler who never bowled and instead warmed the bench the way Argyle folk love. Explore the town's hot spots like the DMV, that's also a fancy restaurant and the world's largest lost and found, or get stitched up by the local surgeon who's also a magician. Soon you'll be in stitches from performances by a cast that includes comedy greats like David Cross, Tim Robinson, Paul F. Tompkins, and more. This is one hot dog murder comedy with everything on it. Visit audible.com/summerinargyle and listen now. #SummerInArgyle.
The Spitballers Draft.
We are drafting the worst food. Did you just
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling them everywhere.
Oh,
My
no.
body is crawling in spiders
He
right
just
now.
scratched his leg.
Yeah, just like, okay, that's a spider.
The worst foods to eat in the car, which I think will be very funny. Jason, you have the first pick. There are some foods that, look, it might not be conducive to highway driving, might not be conducive for the old commute.
Let me say this. My first pick, the highway, is going to be where I want it.
Okay, because you want to
Because I do not want stop and go traffic while trying to eat my
Oh, that's-
hot soup.
Oh, man, that was my number
Yeah,
one pick.
of course it is, because unlike most things that could make a mess, either of your hands or your shirt, this could scald you. This is not only difficult to eat, not only two-handed, not only could stain and make a mess, but also could be very, very dangerous. Could you imagine, like, you get in a fender bender? Okay, that sucks.
And
You've got to deal with all that. Now you got a bowl of hot soup on your crotch, just scalding away.
You know, people like put soup in a thermos.
Still risky.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you got to open it to eat it, right?
I mean, you have the little click
I'm
button.
gonna Just drink my soup. It's not.
Yes,
there's some-
wait,
there's-
you're just gonna drink. How do you eat your soup,
Well, I
Jason?
mean,
With a
there's some-
spoon.
There's some mass to the soup. It's not broth.
Wait,
he didn't say hot broth.
You only drink your soup. Like,
It's a liquid, so you are technically drinking it.
No.
but do you use a spoon?
Sometimes I just go right out the bowl.
Yeah,
for,
maybe
like,
at the very end.
the chicken and the noodles and all that, the vegetables in it or whatever else is in your soup.
I'm talking more about tomato. But yeah, watch me at lunch. I'll be drinking out of the bowl.
I want to see if you ever use a spoon.
I want to see him say, "Oh, drats!" when all of the meat and contents of the soup are at the bottom, and he's like, "There's no broth left." All right, I will go with what I think would be a ridiculous food to try to pull off in a vehicle, which is fondue.
Oh,
I'm going with fondue because
okay.
fondue, by necessity, you have to dip.
You need a heating source of
You
some
need
kind.
to heat cheese or chocolate to a
Yes.
hot level.
Is there any other fondues?
Well, yeah, there's a broth where you
like
cook meat in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
which you would just drink straight
that's
out.
called a fondue.
That is still
yeah.
fondue. Yeah,
When you're just boiling something.
that is
If you
got
use
a
the
stick,
fondue part, yeah.
if you've got a fondue pot and you got a stick in there, yeah.
But
So if you're
I'm thinking hot cheese, hot chocolate. You are going. I mean, every single one's a dip. You got to carry it
Gotcha.
across the car,
Well,
and then if you spill, you are also getting scalded.
That's a good pick. The drips are going to be a real problem.
The drips
there
are real, yeah, thank
because it's not like most things that you think are going to drip on you while you're eating in a car. They drip from where you're eating. You don't have to reach.
Right.
But on that's a real problem. I like that. That wasn't even on my list.
All right.
Yeah, it was not on my list as well.
Mike, you've got a couple of delicious picks.
I do, and this first one is it's known to be messy. I mean, like if you go to a place for this, they will often give you like a bib.
Dang, that was my next
And
one.
I will take barbecue ribs.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my 102 as well.
Because come on, the second you touch ribs, there is sauce not only where you grabbed it with, you can go thumb, index finger. It doesn't matter.
There's
your
no-
whole entire hand is now covered in barbecue sauce.
And for rib noobs out there, there's no point in trying to be careful with ribs. The better
None.
thing to do is just embrace it.
yes,
Now, so some ground rules here. You got a 20-minute drive. You got to finish what you're eating here.
Okay.
So you got to get through it all. Ribs is an outstanding choice. I'm right up there at the top.
so I'm going with the super messy barbecue ribs. Now this one, I'm. Oh, Andy's cackling over
I just
here.
thought of another one.
Okay, so this one to me, like, of course there are ways you could like, well, we could have it pre-prepared, but no, I'm talking about it's fresh, and you would need a tool just to get into this food. And imagining someone driving down the freeway cracking open lobster was just so funny to me. Imagining seeing someone riding shotgun.
Absolutely.
They got the cracker.
Yeah.
They're
They
just,
got to have their lobster.
just smashing a claw open.
Dipping it into butter.
That was on my short list,
Yeah,
Mike.
it's on my
All right.
list.
Both of those picks would have been my next picks up for sure.
I feel like I could go like 6 or 7 rounds here. I
Oh.
have so much.
So I think with this pick, it's in the same vein as the barbecue ribs pick. It's just not made to be eaten in the car.
Right.
It's messy to begin with. You're going to make mistakes. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going
good.
spaghetti and meatballs.
There's no way you are one-handing spaghetti and meatballs.
Which is really what this test is.
Yes.
Can you do the one hand eating of spaghetti and meatball?
I mean,
you can try to twist
Yeah.
the fork, but you got to get a meatball in there and some sauce.
I think I could one-hand it.
You
but I
do?
don't think I could one-hand
From
it.
the lap?
Yeah, from the lap, I think I could one-hand it, twirl, and eat. But I still think that the odds of me leaving that car without spaghetti sauce on my body is 1%.
Yeah.
1% chance of me escaping without marinara.
All right, so that is my pick. Jason, you are back.
The key to this draft is picturing someone
I'm telling you,
driving
it's so good.
driving a car, trying to eat some cheese fondue.
Yeah.
or a full rack of
Yes.
ribs.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay, so I am up, and this one is also funny to me because of the experience. And this probably should not be eaten in a car.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with
Don't tell me how to live.
I'm gonna go with a flambe. So if you're not,
Wait, what's a flambe?
If you're not familiar
There's
with
fire
flambe,
involved, right?
it's on fire. It's basically a glazed steak that is lit on fire. So you're driving down the car, just whoosh, just right in the car. Right. I mean, you can't get away from this fire. There's a steering wheel here.
Could you light the flambe with the old school cigarette lighter? Would that work?
I think it would. I think, yeah, absolutely.
What
If
do
you
you
can light a cigarette, you can light
You can light a steak.
if you can light a cigarette, you can
What?
light a steak.
What is done to the flambe to make it so flammable?
I think it's an alcohol-based glaze. So you just
It's gasoline.
It's gasoline. Oh, delicious. But that one cracked me up. Just the idea of
sure.
That's outstanding.
just having an open flame in the car. And I am up again. What do I have? I've got hot soup. I've got flambe. Do I want to go funny picture? Do I want to go? Oh, there's so many ways I could go here. But I'm just going to go with something I love. No.
Oh man.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
You are twisted.
I have so many options here, and they're all good, but I feel like whatever I'm going to take isn't going to be my best one. Got to really think through this. Okay.
Think
so
of the how funny it would be. Think of
right. Thank
the
you.
mess.
This one is so. I'm gonna. I'm really struggling. Really struggling. I'm gonna go with All right, I want it. This isn't the best thing. Oh man.
What is happening?
Are you like simultaneously drafting and hungry and one trying to pick which one you want?
Yeah. What's more delicious? All right. I'm going with. I am going to take a pick here. Is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And that pick is going to be. I have gone back and forth through 5 things. I'm going with.
Yeah.
Tostadas.
We waited all that time for tostadas.
I told you I was going to make the wrong one. I have like 4 better options. I have at least 4 better options on my list.
Tostada very similar to your Crunchwrap?
No, but it's 100%.
Uncovered.
It's the Crunchwrap is covered.
Can't you just fold it over?
No, a tostada
no.
is a hard, crunchy shell.
Okay.
So this is like think about how hard it is. Genuinely, I said I won't eat like a supreme taco on the drive because it's gonna barf out the back.
Yes.
But at least there it's half wrapped. It's covered. A tostada that is
Is a tostada a flat taco?
It's an open-faced, flat, hard, crunchy shell that you then pile up a bunch of meat, cheese, sour cream,
Gotcha,
and everything
okay.
on this shell. You can't – if you eat a tostada, which is delicious, if you eat a tostada –
Pro tostada.
I am very pro
It's
Pro
a flat.
tostada.
It is a flat taco.
It is a flat, hard-shelled, open-faced taco. And if you eat one at a restaurant, look at your plate. Look at your plate when you are
Now,
done.
put
And
your
you
lap
now
there,
have a
yeah.
taco salad on your plate. And so that is going to be all over you. And that was a terrible pick.
All right. I will go with – are you done with yours? You did
No,
both
he
of-
has one more.
Oh,
No,
he's got-
I went flambe.
Oh, yeah. He's done with his round. Sorry, I wasn't trying to trick you.
We're sure about that. Al,
You are
I have a
up.
history.
You're on the clock.
All right. I will I'm going to go with the Sloppy Joe.
It's on my
The name.
list. Too.
It's in the
I
name.
know. It's right
already
there.
a problem when you're not driving, right?
Yeah.
It's not
I made
for
them extra sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. How many bites of a Sloppy Joe do you get before you get the first plop?
2.
Two?
You can get 2.
You
I
can
make
get 2?
it 2.
I can make
You've made
it
it
to
2.
I've made it to 2 because
That's probably a bad Sloppy Joe.
you're 100% right. I
Yeah.
mean, a really well-prepared sloppy Joe will never make it to 2.
So you got a problem.
Yes, sloppy. Yeah.
That's way better than a tostada.
Yeah, I mean, you could have saved tostada for your fourth
Because
pick.
sloppy Joe sauce,
Yeah.
that has some kind of red food coloring dye in it that if that touches anything, you're not getting that color out.
I'm not sure I know what's in a Sloppy Joe. Is that hamburger?
Yes.
I believe so. And then a seasoned sauce of some kind.
Yeah.
With red food
with
coloring
red
dye.
food coloring.
Red number 5.
All right, Mike, you are back up. You have to make your final 2 picks.
Okay, I know one for sure. So now I'm struggling a little bit here with the second one. But then also I'll take the number 1 pick, or not the number 1 overall, but the first pick I'm going to take a chili cheese dog.
Oh, okay. All right. A good one.
Yeah, a good one. Because look, number 1,
It's like a foot long.
delicious.
Yeah.
A chili cheese dog is great. It's also a young man's game because this is a twofer. So if you're on a road trip, number 1, your car's going to be a disaster. You're going to be messy. And
Number 2 is number 2.
100% where I was going. I'm not sure if people will correlate that of like if you're on a road trip and you're eating a chili dog, you're stopping on the side of the road. I hope you have one of those little kid portable toilets.
Yeah, because this is going to be a blowout. And we're not talking about your tire. We're talking about your booty.
Yes.
All right, so that's a good one. Chili cheese dog.
All right, and I'm gonna go. I'm between 2 picks, but I'm gonna go with the one that is, I think, the funnier visual of imagining someone driving down the freeway because we're talking about. Imagine trying to one-hand something.
Yeah, you're eating this the whole drive.
You
you have to eat it the whole drive.
You cannot possibly one-hand this. I'm taking a good old-fashioned corn on the cob.
Oh, that's what I wanted. That was going to be my last pick. That was the one I wanted to take 3 times, and I didn't because it was so simple. But 100%, you can't eat a corn on the cob with one
you
hand.
can't.
and
cannot.
if it's fresh out of the pot, it's boiling hot.
Just imagining someone who
Trying
has
to get
that-
some butter on
who-
it?
who has the actual like
Oh yeah, the tongs.
the tongs, the
Or,
corn
yeah,
holders,
I know what you're
whatever,
talking about.
whatever they're called. Did you guys ever have like fun ones growing up?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
What did you?
Mine were corn. Mine
were corn too.
Oh, right.
You had corn holders going into
Blah.
the corn?
Yeah, it was very
Meta.
the corn was attacking the corn.
We had the Mickey and Minnie growing up in the Disney house, of course.
Did
But
you
yeah.
did you have enough for everybody, or did somebody have to
Oh.
fight for the good ones?
Nope.
Okay.
Everyone had enough. We were the house of four. So
Yeah.
The
four-pack
visual that
worked out.
made me laugh so much when I put that on my list was the idea of someone trying to eat it one-handed because there's only one way you can eat a corn on the cob
gotta
one-handed.
grab it.
You got to just grip the whole buttery corn on the cob and
Right.
just
And what would that look like, Jason?
nice try, Mike.
All right, that's a great pick. Is it back to me?
It is.
All right. Well, I'm going to go a little left field here. One that
Dang it, that was my last pick.
and I look, you got to eat this in the car. You got to find a way to eat it. And for some reason, I'm trying to picture somebody figuring out how to eat a whole pineapple. I don't think eating a whole pineapple is going to be very easy because it's already sharp. So you've got an object in the car like a pincushion. Then you need a knife, right? You got to have a big old
At
butcher
least.
knife to slice open this pineapple while you're driving. That's not legal. So I will go with the whole pineapple to finish it out.
I believe it's been talked about probably on this podcast, but we're on 187, so who knows? But the pineapple slicer, I don't know if that's the official name of it.
Do you have one of those?
Yes.
Oh, let me Amazon this
They're
thing.
awesome.
And so all you have to do is you cut off the top of the pineapple, and then the tool is like a tube with two sharp edges, and you just screw it in.
So it makes
You
the
sc-
little circles.
It cores it,
Those are very inexpensive.
and you screw it in, and then you pull out, and then you have just fresh pineapple that's right there for you to eat. It takes preparing a pineapple from like an arduous task to like very simple and
And what's your affiliate code on these?
FFit, man. Amazon.com.
Wow, these are very. I don't have one of these, and I need one.
You
Yes.
do need one.
Oh, you've got one, Al?
Oh yeah.
Not
Sounds
a
like you're the only one that does not have one.
Not a sponsor,
Jason?
but a
You've got a
life-changing.
pineapple
I have
corer?
had one. I've had one in the past. I don't have one now, but I need to because I can.
Did yours break?
Yeah,
Mine broke. I had a cheap one that
Now,
broke
do I
too.
get the one with the upgraded reinforced thicker blade?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, did you listen to what we just said? They break.
We had the cheap plastic ones that broke because I wasn't sure if it was going to be all that great. But it is. If you like pineapple,
Okay.
a life-changing tool.
Would it have helped in the car?
I mean,
Still a challenge?
There's just pineapple juices everywhere.
I want somebody trying to get that pineapple open without a knife in the car.
Oh,
Just banging
Yeah,
it on the
just-
dash.
biting into it straight into the
impossible.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you don't have tostada left to pick.
I don't. Man, I messed that one up. I should never. I've got 4 better options here. All right. I am well prepared now. I am going to take
A curved tostada.
This is yes, exactly.
Soft shell tostada.
Most of these things have been either messy or
Yep.
difficult to deal with. This is maybe neither. I think you could easily
Huh.
eat this one-handed with a fork. But there's a different problem. And when I get
Smell?
yeah, it's the smell.
Okay.
I don't think I want a sea bass in my
very
in my
nice.
car having a nice stinky
That's very
fillet
nice.
of fish. Just
Oh.
get into that car the next time and
You're not shaking that smell for a lot of drives.
No, there's
maybe
nothing
ever
worse
if you
than when
spill
you
it.
get into a car. This happened to me this last week. I go to take my kids to school in the morning. We go and we get in the car and it was like, whoa,
Sea bass?
no, darn it, I ate sea bass in the car again. No, but you get in the car and you're like, what is that smell?
Did Dad brush?
and it was just so gross. And then there's some garbage on the
It's
floor.
McDonald's.
And, you think it might be, and so you take that out and you clear it, and it's like, man, I hope that there was a towel in there too, maybe from like the gym, and I'm like, how bad do I stink? So I take that stuff out, and then I go and later I come to work, I get back in the car, it's just awful. And then when we get home, we figured out what it was. There was a to-go food from a restaurant that had been
Oh, you forgot it, in the
had been,
car.
it went under a seat.
No.
And so there was a hole but there's nothing worse than a car that just reeks. You feel like throwing up the whole
Yes.
time. So the
That's
sea
a very
bass-
good redemption pick from the tostada.
Yeah, I wanted to
Now,
go.
I thought you were going to try to trap us and go some alcohol and get yourself a DUI.
Oh, that's something you don't. But that's not really eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go cereal because I think that would be bad. But it's so
That's-
similar to my hot soup.
Right.
Yeah. I had some other final. I had s'mores. I didn't think that would be very easy. I thought a well done steak would be a problem.
Oh yeah,
It'd be
that's hard
funny
to
to
cut
watch.
into.
I was between corn on the cob and buffalo wings for my final
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I have on my list fajitas. They come out all, and you got to make them right. They don't just come pre-made.
No,
you got to.
They burn a hole in your leather.
Yeah, that would be a bad one. Nature-made granola bars. Okay,
Oh,
those-
yeah.
Those are not something you want to eat in a bed or a car because
The best part of those is that they're already split for multiple people
yes,
all the time.
Yeah, pre-cut.
Yeah, because you've never opened one that's
Did you
just
have any
full.
others, Al or
My
Brooksy?
simplest pick was just Cheetos
Yeah, that's not easy.
because they're you don't eat Cheetos in the car.
powdered donuts.
Delicious.
a lot of messy food lists had ice cream, but I would have no issue.
Oh, an ice cream cone?
I could figure that out.
I don't know.
That's a skill-based
It's
challenge. Al, did you have anything that we forgot?
I was just gonna go with Cheetos, but
Yeah.
Yep.
Brooksy?
Nothing. You guys got them.
All right.
What did we learn today?
Well, I'll start here while you guys think about it. We all obviously learned a lot, like we do on every episode.
Yeah.
we did.
But I think what I learned most today is that, and maybe this is news to you, but I think you want tostadas for dinner tonight, Jason.
Guilty as charged. What I learned today is that home prices are about to go up in Arizona as the entire East Coast moves west to evade the spiders taking over the continent.
And I believe we cracked the case that Big Bristles they're just stealing your money.
Big Bristles.
Yeah, don't go to the
Watch
dentist.
out. Yeah, and I've got one of those pineapple cores coming, so
Oh, yes.
looking forward to that.
Enjoy.
That'll do it for today's show. Thank you for tuning in at Spitballers Pod on Twitter. Tell your friends about the show.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.